Hey there, learners. We're going to talk a little bit about the coronavirus. I know a lot of you have been worried about it, or at least thinking about it and learning about it. It's very important to our lives. It's definitely affecting the things that we all do. And I have a great story to share with you. So, as we read, I want you to think about how this connects to your life and think, what can we learn about the coronavirus in this story? All right, let's go ahead and read. As we read, you can follow along with the pictures and the words and listen to me. Hopefully, you can still see me in the corner of your screen. All right, this book is called My Hero is You. Look at all those sight words. My Hero is You. And this says how kids can fight COVID-19. That's the other name for the coronavirus. Sarah's mom is her hero because she is the best mom and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mom cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19, that's the coronavirus, look like? Sarah asked her mom. COVID-19, or the coronavirus, is so tiny. We can't see it, said her mom. But it spreads in the coughs and the sneezes of people who are sick. And when they touch people or things around them, people who are sick get a fever and a cough and can have some trouble breathing. So we can't fight it because we can't see it? Sarah asked. We can fight it, said Sarah's mom. That's why I need you to be safe, Sarah. The virus affects many kinds of people, and everyone can help us fight it. Children are special, and they can help too. You need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero. Think, what did you learn about the coronavirus on this page? Maybe you learned something new, or maybe you just learned something that you already know. You can think, I learned maybe you learned that it spreads in coughs and sneezes. Or maybe you learned that if you get sick, you might have a fever or cough, or it might be hard to breathe. Maybe you learned that even though it's really small and we can't see it, there's still lots of things we can do to help fight it. Let's keep reading. Sarah laid in her bed that night and did not feel like a hero at all. She felt upset. She wanted to go to school, but her school was closed. She wanted to see her friends, but it was not safe. Sarah wanted the coronavirus to stop scaring her world. You can go like this if you feel that too. I know a lot of us, kids and grown-ups, feel a little sad right now. We miss our school and our friends and our teachers, and it might feel a little scary to not be able to go to school. If that's what you're feeling right now, that's okay. That's normal. That's what a lot of your friends and a lot of your teachers are feeling too. And we're all going to feel it together because sometimes when you feel sad feelings, it helps to feel them with other people that you love. Heroes have superpowers, she said to herself, closing her eyes to sleep. What do I have? Suddenly, a gentle voice whispered her name in the darkness. Who's there? Sarah whispered back. What do you need to be a hero, Sarah? The voice asked her. I need a way to tell all the children in the world how to protect themselves so they can protect everyone else, said Sarah. So what do you need me to be? The voice asked. I need something that can fly, something with a big voice, and something that can help. With a whoosh, something amazing stepped into the moonlight. What are you? Gasped Sarah. I am Ario, he said. I have never seen an Oreo before, said Sarah. Well, I've been here all along, said Oreo. I come from your heart. If I have you, then I can tell all the children in the world about the coronavirus, said Sarah. I can be a hero. But wait, Oreo, is it safe to travel with the coronavirus around? Only with me, Sarah, said Oreo. Nothing can harm you when we are together. So Sarah jumped on Oreo's back, and together they soared out through her bedroom window into the night sky. They flew towards the stars and said hello to the moon. As the sun rose, they landed in a lovely desert by pyramids, where a small group of children were playing. The children cried out in joy and waved at Sarah and her Oreo. Welcome, I am Salem, cried one of the boys. What are you doing here? Sorry, we can't come any closer. We have to stay at least 1 meter away, or as we say, 6 feet. That's why we're here, Sarah called back. I'm Sarah and this is Oreo. Did you know that children can keep their neighbors, friends, parents, and grandparents safe from the coronavirus? We all need to. What can we do to keep our friends, neighbors, parents, grandparents safe from the coronavirus? Do you know anything we can do to keep everyone safe? You can say we can. Yeah, let's see what Sarah says. Wash our hands with soap and water, said Salem with a smile. We know, Sarah. We also need to cough into our elbows if we are sick, and we have to wave to people instead of shaking hands. We try to stay inside, but we live in a very crowded city. Not everyone is staying home. Maybe I can help with that, said Arya. They can't see the coronavirus, but they can see me. Jump on, but please sit on both sides of my wings. They are at least 1 meter 6 feet apart. Oreo flew into the sky with Salem and Sarah on both of his wings. He flew across the city and began to roar and sing. Salem cried out to the children in the streets. Go tell your families we are safer inside. We can take care of each other best by staying home. People were amazed by what they saw. They waved and agreed to go into their houses. Oreo. Why?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just need it.
Don't hurt him.
No, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a superstar.
Oreo soared high into the sky. Salem cried out in joy. Up there in the clouds, a plane flew by, and Oreo soared high into the sky. Salem cried out in joy. Up there in the clouds, a plane flew by, and the passengers looked out at them in awe. People will have to stop traveling soon, at least for now, said Salem. They are closing the borders across the world, and we should all stay where we are and with the people we love. So many things feel like they have changed, said Sarah. I get scared about it sometimes. It can feel scary and confusing when things are changing, Sarah, said Oreo. When I feel scared, I breathe out very slowly and breathe out fire. Oreo blew out a huge fireball. How do you relax when you feel scared? Ario asked them. Think about that. How do you relax when you feel scared? You can say, I can relax by. Yeah, there's lots of things we can do when we feel scared. Sometimes when I feel scared, it feels good to get a hug from someone I love. Sometimes when I feel scared, it feels good to breathe really slowly, like this. Sometimes when I feel scared, it feels good to hold my stuffed animals close. There's lots of things you can do that make you feel better when you're scared. I like to think about someone who makes me feel safe, said Sarah. Me too. I think of all the people who help me feel safe, like my grandparents, said Salem. I miss them. I can't give them a hug because I could give them the coronavirus. We usually see them every weekend, but not now because we have to keep them safe. Can you call them? Sarah asked her friend. Oh, yes, said Salem. They call me every day, and I tell them about the things we are doing at home. It makes me feel better, and it makes them feel better too. It is normal to miss people that we love, that we can't see right now, said Ario. It shows how much we care. Would it make you feel better to meet other heroes? Yes, please, said Sarah and Salem. Great. My friend Sasha has a very special superpower, said Ario. Let's go. And so they soared down to earth and landed by a small village. A girl was outside her house picking flowers. When she saw Ario and the children sitting on his wings, she laughed. Ario, she cried, we have to stay at least 1 meter apart, 6 feet apart. So I will throw you a hug, kind of like an air hug. What are you all doing here? I felt your hug when you told me that, Sasha, said Ario. I love how we can use words to show we care, and actions too. I wanted my friends to learn about your superpower. What's my superpower? Said Sasha. Since someone in your family got sick, you are staying at home to make sure you don't share the coronavirus with anyone else, said Ario. Yes, it's my dad, and he's staying in his bedroom until he gets completely better, said Sasha. But it's not so bad. We play games, cook, spend time in our garden, and have meals together. My brothers and I touch our toes and dance. We read books, and I can keep learning because sometimes I miss school. Staying home felt weird at first, but now it feels normal. That's not always easy, Sasha, said Ario. You are finding ways to have fun and get along with your loved ones at home. That makes you my hero. Do you ever fight with your family? Asked Salem. We fight sometimes, said Sasha. We have to be extra patient and extra understanding, and even quicker to say I'm sorry. That is a real superpower because it can make ourselves and others feel better. I also need a little time alone. I love dancing and singing on my own, and I can call my friends sometimes. But Ario, what about people who are far from home or don't have a house? Asked Sarah. That's a great question, Sarah, said Ario. Let's go find out. On this page, we learned about what Sasha does to make herself feel better. She said, yeah, it's hard to stay in your house, but we're making it better. We're reading books and dancing and playing games. What are some things that you do in your house to make you feel better? Are there some things that are fun about staying home? You can say it's fun to stay home because. And so they said goodbye to Sasha and set off once more. The air grew warmer as they landed on an island surrounded by the sea. There they saw a camp full of people. One girl saw them and waved from a distance. "Hi, Ariel. I'm so happy to see you again," she called out. "We are trying to stay at least 1 meter away, or 6 feet, so I'll talk to you from here. But I'd love to meet your friends. My name is Layla." "Hi, Layla. I'm Sarah, and this is Salem," Sarah called back. "It sounds like you're trying to protect yourself from the coronavirus. What else are you doing?" "We're washing our hands with soap and water," Layla called back. "Do you also cough into your elbow?" asked Salem. "Can you show us how?" Layla called back. So Salem showed them. "We are all trying to be brave, but I am worried about something," said Layla. "Can I talk about it with you? I've heard someone got very sick and died, and it made me very afraid. Is it true people can die from coronavirus?" Ario breathed a big sigh and sat down on his enormous bottom. "Yes, little heroes. It's strange," said Ario. "Some people don't feel sick at all, but some people can be very sick, and some might die. That's why we all have to be especially careful with older people and those with other illnesses, because they tend to get more sick. Sometimes when we are feeling very afraid or unsafe, it can help to imagine a safe place in our minds. Would you like to try this with me?" They all said yes. And so Ario asked the children to close their eyes and imagine a place where they feel safe. Let's see if we can try this with Ario. Let's close our eyes and imagine a place where we feel safe. There's lots of places you might feel safe. You might feel safe when you're in your bed, or you might feel safe when you're on the couch with your mommy and your grandma, or you might feel safe when you're with your dolls and your stuffies. You might feel safe at your grandpa's house or your auntie's house. There's lots of places people feel safe. I know I feel safe when I'm in my bed with my teddy bear. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes and picture myself in my bed with my teddy bear. I feel better already. Now you try. Think of somewhere that you feel safe. Say, "I feel safe when I'm..." Maybe it's even at school. Now close your eyes. Make a movie in your brain. Pretend you're in your safe place. How did it feel? Did you feel safer in your safe spot? Sometimes it takes practice. Sometimes you have to do this again and again and again until your brain gets used to it. Let's keep reading. Focus on a memory or a time when you felt safe, said Ario. He then asked them what they could see, what they could feel, and what they could smell in their safe place. He asked if there was anyone special they would like to invite into their safe place, and what they might talk about together. You can go to your safe place whenever you feel sad or afraid, said Ario. This is your superpower, and you can share it with your friends and family. And remember that I care about you, and many people do. That will help too. Layla said we can all care for each other. That's right, Layla, said Ario. We can care for each other wherever we are. Would you like to come with us on our last journey? Layla decided to travel with Ario and her new friends. Sarah was glad Layla joined them because she knew that sometimes we need to support each other. They flew quietly without words, but Layla knew her friends cared a lot about her. Snowy mountains slowly came into view, and Arya landed in a small town. A few children were playing by a stream. Arya, one of them cried, waving to him. Hello, Kim, said Arya. Everyone, I want you to meet some friends of mine who have had the coronavirus and got better. What was it like? Salem asked. I was coughing and felt too hot sometimes. I was also really tired and didn't want to play for a few days, said Kim. But I slept a lot and my family took care of me. Some of our parents and grandparents had to go to the hospital. The nurses and doctors were very kind to them, and people in our community helped us at home. After a few weeks, we were okay again. I'm Kim's friend, said one of the other children. Just because Kim had the coronavirus, we didn't stop being friends, even though I could not see him. I never stopped caring about him, and we're happy we can play together again. Sometimes the most important thing we can do as friends is protect each other, said Arya, even if that means staying away from each other for a while. Yeah, sometimes you have people that you love, people in your family, your friends, your teachers, all the people in your life that you love and care about, that you want to see. But the best thing you can do right now is keep them safe by staying away and seeing them through things like video and the phone instead. Eventually, it'll be safe to see them in real life again, and you can give them a big hug when that happens. We can do these things for each other, said Layla, and one day we will be able to play again and go back to school like we used to, said Salem. It was time to go home and time for Sarah to say goodbye to her new friends. They promised each other that they would never forget their adventure together. Sarah felt sad that they might not see each other for a while, but she felt better when she remembered what Kim's friend had said. Just because you can't see people, it doesn't mean you stop loving them. That's true. Like, I can't see you in real life right now, but I love you all so much. Just because I can't see you doesn't mean I stop loving you. Arya dropped them all back at their homes and waited for Sarah to fall asleep before he left. Can we do the same tomorrow? Sarah asked him. No, Sarah. It's time for you to be with your family now, said Arya. Remember our story. You can keep those you love safe by washing your hands and staying home. I am never far away. You can always be with me when you go to your safe place. You are my hero, she whispered. You are my hero too, Sarah. You are a hero to all those who love you, he said. Sarah fell asleep, and when she woke up the next day, Arya was gone. So she went to her safe place to talk to him. Remember, the safe place is somewhere you go in your brain, in your imagination. Then drew everything she had seen and learned on their adventure. She ran to her mom with her drawing to tell her the news. We can all help people be safe, Mom, she said. I met so many heroes on my adventure. Oh, Sarah, you are right, said her mom. There are many heroes keeping people safe from the coronavirus, like wonderful doctors and nurses, and all the people who work to keep our community safe and clean and help get us the things we need. like the people who work at the grocery stores and the restaurants that are getting you the food and all the things you need to be safe and healthy in your house. Or all the other people who work in hospitals and places that keep us clean, that help people get healthy. Lots of people are working to make sure that we're all safe. They are heroes too. We're also heroes by staying in our house and being safe, even though we might miss school. Right now, sometimes you can be a hero by staying home, like me and you. But you remind me that we can all be heroes every day. And my biggest hero is you. The end.